Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Quinn and I am the owner, founder and designer of Try Gems Gift Shop, a small business that deals with anything crochet. So I am going to do a recap of one of my best events of the year so far. I went to this 3-day show in Nassau, which is another island, so I had to send all of my items on the boat to Nassau and then take a plane, go over there and come back. But it was a 3-day show and I really enjoyed this event. So let's get into it in the next one. Okay guys, so get into the nitty-gritty of it. Thursday when I got there, we got there Thursday midday. I then had to rent an SD, which is a rental car, which put me under $260. But we'll get into that. So here it is now. I already had to spend $290 on my tickets. But anyway, Friday night was VIP / founders night / members night, which is people who are members of this organization, Bahamas National Trust. They're in charge of protecting and preserving all of our nature, all of our endangered creatures, and just making sure that our water stays beautiful. So, and our habitats on land stay where they're supposed to be and stay protected. So, Friday, November the 22nd, which was the first night. I've attended the show 3 years. I've attended it in 2015. I attended it in 2016, and then I skipped a year and I came in 2018. So now this is the 4th time I went to this show. And I was most times when I apply for it, I'm always in the same spot, but this time I was in my own place and I had a full tent to myself. Like normally I wouldn't have a full tent, but I did. So that's great. I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I made 6 sales on the first night. Mind you, I was not mad about the amount of sales I had on the first night because most people walk through. Most of the members walk through on the first night, and then they come back Saturday or Sunday and they make their purchases with whatever they saw on the first night. But they just basically have first dibs to buy something that they don't think would be there the next day. Boom. So I will show you guys a few videos here of my setup and how my booth looked on Friday night. Okay, so let's get into what sold. So the first thing that sold was a octopi keychain, and I made this myself. The next thing that sold was a all from jade fish. I just made that for the first time before I left here, and now I feel like I need to make a whole heap ton more because it was one of the first things the little boy came in. He's like, what is this? Is this a fish? And I was like, yes, it is a fish. And he's like, okay, do you have this in any other colors? And I was like, no, that's the only one I've bought of that specific design. And he gave me the $10. So even the person who was with him, she's like, get it. So this next thing, I made a sale for $22. It don't have no details as to what I sold, but there's a custom amount there for 22, so I'm just gonna assume it was a mini whale. I mean a flat bottom whale. Then I made a sale with 2 items. That was a pocket teddy bear keychain in the color, so a pink teddy bear keychain, and I'll put a picture of it here, and a mini chunky dino, and I'll put a picture of here. So guys, I just want to say that I don't know if I'm working on making a Google spreadsheet with links, a Google sheet with links of all of the patterns that I use, because I basically go back and forth. Sometimes I'll add new patterns, but I'll just start doing that. So I just drop one link instead of this big long epistle that I have to constantly adjust. The next thing I sold was Tofu the Turtle. I have one Tofu the Turtle left out of all, I don't know. And then the last thing that I sold on this first night was a squid. I'm sure I don't have any more squids left, so I need to get cracking on everything right now. Okay, so moving right along, we are gonna move on to Saturday. Saturday was the best night out of all 3 nights. Let me go to report so I can let you guys know. Let's go to Saturday. Saturday, I made 107 sales. So let's go into everything that sold. So 107 sales, transaction. I was upset. Saturday, I was supposed to rent a table cover from this place because I just added a 4-foot table to my setup because I wanted a checkout area so you could walk in, see everything, come to me and give me your items and purchase. I couldn't get a checkout. I mean, I couldn't get this table cover here in time, so I might have it for my last show. I might have like a very uniform look then, but nevertheless. So our setup, it's supposed to start from 11 until 9 p.m. My first sale was 11:24, and I sold the Mandalorian, and it's a free crochet pattern on Instagram that it was meant to be made in acrylic, and I made it in Parfait Chunky, and I used the color Rain and Mushroom, and I have to remake those because both of them sold. Like, I had 3, but I left one here that I didn't finish. The next thing I sold, which was like 5 minutes later, was a bee keychain, and I don't have any more bee keychains, so I just need to sit down and make sitting bees and bees in one day, just like see how much I could get done. That'll be a good YouTube video, by the way, for editing queen. Then I sold a pocket bear, my voice. I sold a pocket bear keychain, and you saw those already, and a duck and a frog hat. So that's where the double item sales started. Basically a half an hour into my show, they started like buying more than one item, and it's the more kids that came in and bought keychains and stuff and hung them from their pants or purse or something, the more kids came to me. So then I sold a mystery bag. I barely have any more mystery bags, so I need to remake those. Then I sold a mushy pop. I sold a mini wheel keychain. I sold a bee and strawberry keychain in one order. Next one, I sold a sitting bee and a duck and frog hat. I sold the mini blue T-Rex. Sold a strawberry keychain. This next order, I sold a mystery bag and chicken. I sold out all of my chickens on the same day here. Then I sold a star keychain. This next order purchase, I sold puppet lily pad frogs, so those little frogs that I made that pop out of the flower. I sold one of them, and 2 tofu the turtles in one purchase. I sold an axolotl at 1:08 p.m. and then at 1:09 I sold another axolotl. So then I sold a bee keychain, a Mandalorian, a turtle keychain, and a puppet lily pad frog. So at this point I realized that I only have one more of those lily pad frogs, and the first purchase, so the lily pads are going to siblings. So the younger 2 went out with what they got earlier with the puppet, and they came back. They bought their sister, and then afterwards I sold a mini T-Rex, a stubby octopi, a leggy frog keychain in acrylic yarn, and a leggy frog in one purchase. Then I sold a sitting bee. I sold one of the chromie frogs. I sold another sitting bee, a mini whale keychain. I sold an axolotl, so that was 3 of 5 axolotls. I sold a jellyfish keychain, and then I sold another axolotl. So some of these transactions are happening at the same time. So I noticed that there's 3 transactions happening at 2:06 Saturday night, when we got bombarded with stuff, with people in the booth. Luckily I had Square on my iPad and on my phone, so my husband or my friend Nikita would take transactions depending on who's doing what, while just to try to clear the booth out, because it was to a point where we had like a line of people with things in their hands and they just want to get it. So but yeah, so all of these, the jellyfish keychain, the axolotl, and the bee keychain sold, and those all sold at the same time, but different people. Then I sold a duck and frog hat. Then I sold a duck and frog hat with a chromie frog. Then I sold a mushy boy, and the mushy boys did really well. I did not think they would, and they did really well. So I just need to get making on those. The next thing that I sold a mini strawberry turtle and Diddy Dex the dragon. Now let me tell you all about Dex the dragon. Every single time I've made that dragon for this show, it sold. Like every day I tried to make one back to put there. Like that day this sold, I sat there and started to make another one, and at the baby middle of the show I put it out, it sold. The next day, Sunday, I was sitting there making one, and somebody bought it while I was making it. But here are the pictures of Diddy Dex the dragons and all of the different color combinations I made for the show. Okay guys, so after that I sold a tofu turtle, I sold a bee keychain, I sold a knitted hat which was off of the machine, and both of them that sold were retro stripes. I need to remake those. I sold a tofu the turtle, a bee keychain, another knitted hat. Then I sold strawberry keychain, a turtle keychain, a mini whale keychain, a minion keychain, and a turtle keychain in one sale. I sold a flat bottom whale, mini whale keychains. I sold Bronto Dino. I had one in pink that sold. I had a bunny with a bow around its neck that sold. I sold a mini whale keychain. I sold a jellyfish, strawberry keychain, a leggy frog, a mini whale keychain, 2 of them, one in lavender and one in minty. Then I sold 2 cows, 2 of the smaller cows that I had, and a leggy frog in emerald. Then I sold a mini chunky dino. That was one of my last ones. I need to make a whole bunch of those. I don't think I've ever made them in any other color other than lilac. So then I sold a pocket bear keychain in turquoise. I sold 2 mini whale keychains, a grape fizz. I sold a mini whale keychain and a duck keychain, a star keychain, $20. No. So when they make theirs, when my friend or my husband made their sale, they would put the custom amount in and not put nothing in the note area. But when I made a custom amount, because I gave discounts after so long, like why not? If it was a good price they offered, I gave them a discount. I would put note in the note area what it was so I could know that I sold it at a discounted price. Then I sold another knitted hat. And that was the last thing that I sold. The show overed at 9 o'clock, and at 8:43 I made my last sale and I sold a knitted hat. And like I said, both hats I sold this night were retro striped. So that's it for Saturday. Sunday, we were a little bit more prepared because Saturday night, we put 2 tarps over the whole shebang, so we could like, I came with 1 Friday night, so we didn't break down because they had security on the property the whole time, so our stuff was really secured. So the only thing I carried with me was the cash box and electronic devices. Everything else stayed, all the teddy bears, all the displays and everything, every night. So Friday night, the tarp that I bought was not big enough to cover all the items. So we had to take a few of the items down. But Saturday night, I bought a next one and I bought the same size, and it was better because we got to cover up and leave a lot more up. Yes, Mom. I mean, yourself. So Sunday, it was a breeze setting up. I was late getting there Sunday because one of my friends, her sister had passed away, and the person who was driving us went there to comfort her because that's her best friend, and as she should. So yeah, it was a really tough and sad thing, but nevertheless, I was up and I was working on making another Ditty Decks. So we set up, we got done like at 11:20 setting up. We were late on Sunday. And on Sunday, let me tell you guys how much sales we made on Sunday. So on Sunday we made 7 sales, and it was also a very good night. Like I said. So on Sunday, the first ale we had was at 11:57. I sold the ballet bunny. So I had this bunny with what I made recently, and it had like a detachable skirt that sold for $35. I sold the third New Year's snake, 3 or 4, so I have 1 more left. I need to make more of those. I sold a stubby octopi, and then I sold a chicken. Then I sold 2 strawberry keychains. Then I sold a mini whale keychain, 2 of them. Then I sold a caterpillar, a mystery bag. Then I sold 2 baby leggy froggies. Then I sold a medium jellyfish. Then I sold a squid and a mushy pop keychain. Then I had like a tiny mushy boy. I skipped out maybe 2 rows on it, and it was like smaller, so I sold that for less than I would sell the bigger ones. I sold another mushy boy. I sold a mystery bag, and then I sold another mystery bag. Then I sold a candy cane holder. Not my items. Nikita makes these candy cane holders with candy canes in them, and that's what that was. Then I sold Tofu the turtle. I sold another mystery bag. So then I had this purchase. I sold a knitted hat with a strawberry keychain. I can't remember what color knitted hat that was. Then I sold a duck keychain. I sold a mushy pop and 2 mushy pops in this next. Then I sold a chicken. Then I sold a mushy boy, a jellyfish, stuffed the body owl, a acrylic leggy frog. I sold a crochet hat that Nikita makes. I sold a mini whale. Then I sold my strawberry mushy boy, guys, and I had 65 on, and I don't know if it was the pink or red one, but I had a pink and red one, and I sold both of them these nights. So I ended up lowering. I had them at 65, and I lowered the price to 45, and I sold that one for 45. Then I sold a mini T-Rex. Then I sold the plush dragon from Crochet by Jenna. Then I sold a mushy boy. I sold a giant bow keychain, a strawberry keychain, a lacromi frog. Then I sold a strawberry keychain, 2 of those, a mushy boy and a bow keychain in this one sale. I sold another chibi cow. That was my last one, 2 of 2. And then the little boy bought his mama back, guys. He sure did. And I sold him the last axolotl, which was a yellow axolotl. I sold him it for 20 bucks, and his mama was happy for him. So yeah. Then I sold a dragonfly keychain. I won't make any more of those right now until I make more sales of those, but I sold 1 maybe this whole, or 2 this whole show. So not sure I'll make a lot more of those. I sold a medium jellyfish. I sold a bee keychain. There's also a customer mouse, so something else that I gave them for $8. Like, this is the last night, so basically anything flies. I sold a lacromi frog. I sold a mini T-Rex, leggy frogs. I sold a plush cow. One of the, I think I sold both of them this night, but this one was $60, and I don't know if it was the pink or purple one, but now I need to make hella cows, guys. Like, I just need to spend a week making an episode about cows because I need to make cows. Anyway, then I sold a flat bottom whale. I sold a mushy boy, a bee keychain, acrylic leggy frog, spring green, and then I sold Odin the dragon. So we have something here, or what are popular now called social media influencers, and I called this guy in because he's funny. His name is Das Quay. And I asked him, I said, you could get anything on my booth, but can I get a picture with you? So he was with maybe a friend and their daughter, and he told her, like, pick up anything you want and I'll buy it. And she sure did. She picked up Odin the dragon, and Odin was my most expensive item that sold during the show. Odin was $130, and he sure did buy it. I told him that he could have it for free, but he still gave me the money, even though I was like telling him to carry it. So supporting a small business, I love that. Then afterwards, I sold a mini whale keychain. I sold 2. And this next, then I sold a jellyfish, more mini whales. Then I sold a stuffed the body. I have 1 more owl left. Then 1 more owl. Then this was the cutest thing ever. 3 siblings came in: the older brother, the next sister, and the next sister. The other older brother was standing outside the booth on the walkway. And the sister picked up the bumble pig that I made a while back, and she's like, can you please buy this for me? And they just like having a back and forth negotiation, and she just begging. And I just minded my business because I don't want to lock eyes with anybody because I feel guilty at this point. So she bought her older brother that was in the booth, gave her the $45 to buy the bumble pig, and it sold. The next thing I saw was a jellyfish keychain. I saw a bow keychain. I saw a mushy pop. I saw a jellyfish. I saw a strawberry keychain. Then I saw 3 pocket aliens at once. Man, and they weren't moving where I had them, so I just took them off of the Ferris wheel and I put them like on that shelf, and they started to move. This next sale, I sold Timothy the T-Rex and the strawberry mushy boy together. So that was my last strawberry mushy boy, and I couldn't believe like I was making such big purchases. Then I sold another pocket alien. So like I said, once I took them down, they started to move. Then I sold a plush turtle keychain. Then I sold my last plush cow, which I've been pulling these things with me to shows for a very, very long time, and they finally sold. There's a custom amount here for $25. Who knows what sold? No. The next one, no information. Pocket alien. I sold a mini whale, another $13 here, no information on it. Strawberry. Okay, so we sold the medium strawberries for $25. So that's what that was. We sold the 2 strawberries that I had at my shows were made by Nikita, and I sold 2 of them for $25. I sold a knitted hat. It's 8:49. Everybody is leaving because it's about that time. And then I sold my lion, the gray lion that I have, but like kind of has like the black hair and the angry face. I sold that, and my patchy bear for $50. And then the last sale of the show I sold a squid and a seal for $40. So that the squid is normally $30 and the seal is normally $25, but I gave them a deal because altogether I just wanted to make sure that I got the sale made, because the show was over. It was 9/12. This was the last transaction before I had to pack up everything and get them home. So I sure did. The next day, which was Monday, I had to send these items ahead of time to me, and I came the following Tuesday. And then, yeah. But now I'm home, so let's tally up so you guys can know how good I did. So, but from Friday to Sunday, I made a whopping $3,960.80. So I had a couple extra change because a lot of people, so I had PayPal, I had direct bank transfers because we probably use the same bank and then cash. That was my options there. I don't have a Square Reader. Square Reader does not work in my country. And I don't have a card machine yet, but I aim to get one in the new year. So my average, I made 185 different sales, like purchases, and each of those could have more than one item in it, but it was good. Altogether, I spent $750 to get there, and I'd say $250 on food because we ate there and we drank. So $2,900 something. I deposited $2,800 in my bank account, and then I went crazy ordering yarn. So stay tuned for my yarn hauls, guys. But this was such an exciting event, and I will be attending it next year. So make sure to stay tuned for all of my prep, because after these 2 months, I'm going to start my Jolly Market Prep series part 1, because we're gonna work our way up to this big event that we're gonna do every year. God spares our life. But nevertheless, make sure to like, share, comment, and tell me what item you didn't expect to sell, what item I should try to make for my future markets. Tell me your favorite colors and what type of cows you think would sell the best. Nevertheless, see you guys in the next one. Stay tuned, guys. Bye.